Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, embodiments of love, and welcome to our another episode. Thank you very much for your likes, your comments, and for sharing with your friends and family and subscribing to the channel. If you've not done so, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And also remember to press the bell icon so that you get all the notifications for every episode as it comes out. Keep on pouring your love. I absolutely adore it, and I love you all. This week, Hindu Sanatan Dharma people are going to celebrate a very colorful festival called Holi. And when you look at the word holy in English, holy means pure, purity. In Hindi, Holi has two different meanings. Holi means holy, what it's happened. So it is something happened in past. And another meaning of holy is holy means became yours, become somebody's, surrendered. So we know purity, we've looked at it. What is surrendering yourself completely, becoming egoless and giving yourself at somebody's divine feet? That's your connection with the Supreme or with your own self. Because we all are, as I've said before, we're connected with the world through social media, but we all are disconnected with ourselves, and that's why we feel that vacuum. So connect back to ourselves and to the Supreme Power to take the energy and power from Supreme. And we're going to look at holy. That's happened in past. Holy. So let's forget it. It's happened. You can't go and change it. So just accept it and move along. And that's another caution for taking care of our emotional health. And that is accepting. Acceptance. Now, acceptance is such a big key. If you do not accept, you always live in past, and that leads us to depression. It starts with emotional health, not accepting, that leads to depression. I'll give you an example of acceptance of a very noble soul. He was a head of Swami Narayan, Baptist Temple, Pramukh Swami Maharaj. I heard from one of his saints. There are two occasions in his life. This one occasion, he was in New York, and there was a very small hotel room, and so some of the devotees and the people working with her, oh Swami, because this is so small, it's really inconvenient for you, isn't it? And Swami said, no, not at all. It's small, so it's good, because that gives me more privacy, less people. I can focus more on myself. And a few days later, when he was moved to another place, the hotel room was so big. It was like a hall. And people said, oh, this room is really big, isn't it? It's too big, isn't it? And he said, no, it's good. It's big. So a lot of people can take benefits from me. So in both scenarios, it's a perception. It's acceptance of the situation. It's accepting. The room is small. I can't make it bigger. So accept and look at what's good about it. And when the room is so big, accept that I've got a big room. And what are the positive side and how can I make most of it? That's what we should do in life. Now, this was about a saint. But now I'm going to share you something very personal about my mother. So whoever knows my mother, she's a very simple lady. In her life, she's never ever used cosmetics, but she had very long hair. And she's always wear saris, always. Like as I was growing up, I've never seen my mother wearing anything different other than sari. Even at night time, she would wear her sari and go to sleep. like to that extent, because I was born and brought up in India, and in India, in those days, it was not a common norm to change into your nightie and things like that. So I never seen her that. And then this must be around when she was in her 60s. So this goes back in 1990 when she had malaria. She was so unwell, she could not do anything. So she started wearing nighties. And she just accepted it. And then then she started wearing nighties at nighttime, and daytime she'd always wear saris. Comes 2013, she had stroke 2 times. By God's grace, she recovered fully, but she could not manage to wear sari, and she accepted. So she wears nightie all the time, and she's accepted it so gracefully, never once complained. Because a lot of times she'll say, oh, I feel so uncomfortable not wearing sari. She's never complained, she's accepted. And another thing, as I explained, my mom had very long hair, and now she's in her 80s, but yet she's got jet black hair. Yet so much, she's hardly got any grays in her hair, and her hair was beautiful. But of course, with her illness, they did get less and less and with age. But as I said, she had stroke, so she could not do a lot of things. I mean, she could do everything, but because her hands were weak, she needed help with shower. So she's have a lady helping out. Come lockdown period, nobody could come. And because it was inconvenient, she chose to have her hair so short. I mean, short boy cut. She'd never ever cut her hair in her life. I mean, to trim her hair, I had to force her. And she got it cut so short, boy cut. When I first saw, I was shocked. And I could not come to terms myself. And it was not my haircut. And yet, my mother accepted so gracefully. That's something I've learned from her. And that's from day-to-day life. So acceptance it's a very powerful thing we have in us. It's a very powerful sanskar we have, and we should make use of it to avoid us into getting any kind of depression. When you accept things, life becomes celebration. So let's just recap on things that help us with our emotional health. So we looked at it. To get our positive emotional health, we have to keep the remote in our hand. Do not take things personally when people say something. It's them and not us, because they have what is in them is coming out. It's like when the coffee spills, it's coffee in the mug. That's why coffee came out. Same way. Our thoughts, our feelings are our own creation. Another thing is, whatever happens in our life is always in my best interest. Have that firm faith engraved in ourselves. And whenever any situation you face in life, just remember, this shall pass by. Nothing is permanent. Everything is temporary. Everything is bound for changes. So this will change too. Then we looked at expectations. Shift from expectation to acceptance. Hope you enjoyed today. And I would just like to remind ourselves that gratitude is the feeling of gratitude is a very powerful feeling, creates abundance and reduces the feeling of lack. So let's finish saying, I feel blessed to have everything that I need, and I'm grateful for what I have. Let me know how you're feeling about this episode. And also hit Embodiments of Love. We firmly believe that happiness is everyone's birthright. Being peaceful is everyone's birthright. So if you feel you have disturbed, is there something not right within you? If you want to speak, share, if you want us to help you in any ways, feel free to contact us. our details at the end of the video. Look forward to hearing from you. The first session is absolutely free for 45 minutes. You can have a chat. So feel free to contact me. Look forward to hearing from you, and do give your comments and your suggestions. They're very welcome. Thank you very much, and wish you all a very colorful Holi. The colors that will spray on each other is of love, compassion, and forgiveness, and unity. So until next time, see you all, love you all. Mwah.